both television and cinema.
There we are. Alrighty, welcome aboard. It's your host and founder of this wild ride, Demetriusville. I hope you're all doing well. Let's make sure that Discord is working the first time around. Is it working the first time around? I hope it is. Is it? No, it's not. Is it? There we go. Now it's working. Okay, is it working? I'm seeing green on my end. Don't. Come on. I made sure that this is working now. Come on. It's gotta work. Okay, come on. First time around. Do we get it? Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Well, hope you're all having a good week and good January. Okay, good. It's good on both sides. Okay, so it is working. Alrighty. Okay, good. Excellent. A little bit of more time there, so I hope that padded in. I was going to use that later on in the stream, but yes, we'll start with that. Yeah, so whenever anybody tells us about, well, you can't say the baseball bats. Well, SNL did it first, so there we go. It's we can do the baseball bats all we want over here as well. So there we go. All right. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome aboard and welcome. All righty. So we're gonna get started here with hold on. Yeah. Welcome to Potter World. So we're getting it. Well, it looks like there's only one way out of Potter World, but we'll let the last SNL clip go ahead and say what the way out of Potter World is, but there we are. All right, I hope you're all doing well. Let's see if the chat now is working. I don't know why that doesn't want to come in here. Okay. Let's try that one. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why I can't see the chat here on the side. All right. Let's see. But anyway, guys, yeah. Things are getting it's 2026 is looking to be like one of those years. I've said this before. I know you guys have been talking about this as well. It's going to be one of those years where things just get, there we go, now it's working. I would try to go for some good news. I do have some funny news to break it through here and there, but yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. If I do have good news, I will say it over here and try to make sure that we get through this as little time as possible. I'm going to make sure we get through these articles in 30 minutes. I had some stuff from X. Maybe we can go over it later on if I have enough time. But I want to at least go through the article. So yeah, the big thing here is about Brightline. They're having a little bit of a credit crunch, a cash crunch, even as they are gaining writers. And this has been all over the place. This is just here we are. Railway supply Brightline cash crunch deepens despite Florida gains. Wall Street Journal exclusive. Brightline railroad creditors huddle with advisors ahead of interest payments. And heck, they're even selling where did that article go? Brightline is even selling their Fort Lauderdale garage to try to make up for the minimum payment that will be happening on the 15th. So yeah, garage. Let me see if I don't know why that didn't pop up on there. But yeah, there we go. Now it's here. There we are. All right. Yep. There it is. Yeah, so they're trying to get in as much funding as possible. Why? Because, well, we don't, the problem with the United States government and the problem with the United States system in general, our business system in general, is that they don't really try to fund these sorts of projects. This Brightline was already something hard to get in, and the stars aligned for Brightline to come out into fruition. It took the sister company, FEC, owning already the right-of-way. It took multiple tries to get this through before in Florida. And because everything aligned on this, with the technology being available, plus the real estate development that had a lot of interest in it, this all worked. And this can still work. And it is growing. However, they're trying to raise at least $100 million now for the operations and covering the potential legal costs from that same sister company that is now owned by a Mexican company that is trying to go ahead and sue Brightline for some sort of, we talked about this in another episode, of a quote-unquote having Tri-Rail come onto its platforms or increasing their service, which is a little bit ridiculous. We've gone into that. I don't want to go into it again, but let's just go into this really quickly. Brightline sold its Fort Lauderdale garage for $18.5 million amid struggles to raise $100 million for operations and cover potential legal costs. According to CBS 12 Partners, the South Florida Sun Sentinel, Brightline put its 7-story Fort Lauderdale parking garage next to the station up for sale in early December with a $20 million asking price. The purchase price on the garage is $21 million in 2023. You think with Florida real estate that it'd be a little bit more expensive than that now. But it looks like they were trying to sell it quick, because they did sell it quick for $18.5. They settled on that on December 11th. Below the asking price, but still making a sizable dent in the passenger rail company's debt. The buyer was not listed. I'm pretty sure they will still be using the parking garage, or they'll be now paying anybody going on Brightline a little bit more than what the parking garage was there for. But yeah, the whole, again, a lot of the reason why Brightline is more successful than any other projects is due to the real estate surrounding the project, which is the same reason why the Shinkansen does very well in Japan. It's not just a transportation project, but it's also a real estate assets for the Japanese Shinkansen and the Japanese the JR companies, because they also own the stations and own the rail lines. And at those stations, well, there's basically malls inside those stations. You have mixed use real estate within those stations. You have stores, you have businesses. Some of them even have apartments, hotels, everything you can think of within them. So it's a very lucrative business model once it gets going, and most of those Shinkansens do make a profit. Even in France, even in Germany, even in the United States. Okay, the Northeast Coast, our Amtrak does make a profit. So the problem with the United States is that the timetables for most of these investors, most of these Potter type of people, they want it all now. They want it all quick. It's got to be the next quarter. The green line has to be going up every single quarter, which is why we're seeing this sort of stuff coming up with the the Fed chair with Jerome Powell now being indicted. Has nothing to do with auditing the Fed, as that should have been done a long time ago, of auditing the Fed. No, it's because he's not doing what Trump wants. It's just basically all it is. We know what's going on, and it's supposed to be upsetting a precedent for the next Fed chair. Look, it's funny. I don't think it's going to be quite helpful for us right now, but yeah, it's what it is. Let's get back to Brightline over here. So they have been increasing. Look at this. This is the biggest one. We said this before, and it's definitely made it a dent. Orlando, Miami, Orlando is the one that has the most amount of passengers. A 9% increase, 155,000 to 170,000 in 1 year. And even more people, 21% increase between West Palm Beach and Miami. Oh, West Palm, yeah, Miami, 90 to 109,000. So we went from 246,000 riders to 280,000 riders in 1 year in a month. So that's pretty good. Really, that's something between again, this is in 1 month. This is not the whole of November of all of 2024 up to November. This is just just for the month. 246,000 passengers in 1 month, 280,000 passengers in 1 month, and I'm pretty sure December will also be increased as well. So they are showing an increase, even though they are collecting more per passenger. The average revenue per passenger, average fare is $80 to get from Orlando to Miami, which honestly, compared to driving, is pretty fair and decent. And on the same thing for West Palm to Miami, they have been, it's a decrease in fare. So they're making about more or less the same, 4% actually. But yeah, here, while scheduling and pricing adjustments enabled by greater capacity have improved overall revenue and ridership results, the additional train starts have almost certainly added to operating costs. A monthly expense analysis is not available, but there is a candid investor relations discussion about the need to incur an additional $100 million in debt to meet upcoming bond payments and potential adverse outcomes of certain litigation. This likely refers to two current suits. One is a dispute with the Florida East Coast over trackage rights and non-payments of maintenance fees. So that's the one we covered before a couple months ago. And there was also a $60 million lawsuit filed in December by a former engineer who asserts he contracted post-traumatic stress disorder when the company forced him to handle the aftermath of highway crossing accidents beginning in 2018. That's something that will probably be... this one is probably going to be settled a lot quicker than the other one. Than FEC. This one might take a little bit more. But this one, the $60 million one for the PTSD, look, they're going to show him, hey, this guy was absolutely aware of what he was getting into. And they're gonna probably show all the videos of everybody that's everybody has known, and he still chose to be on the job. Who knows? I mean, look, it's not a good thing either way. I do feel for the guy, and look, it's terrible and it's sad, but that's not the fault of Brightline. I get that he's asserting that Brightline didn't give him the proper treatment or time off or whatever he's claiming on there. It's all hearsay until it become to the case. So let's see. I don't know. And that, again, that's just some legal experience from internships that I've had and just general whatever experience. I mean, my mother-in-law is a lot more versed in when it comes to the legal realm. So that's just me talking. Anyway, so here we are. A paywalled Wall Street Journal article says Brightline ridership continues to underperform compared with estimates when the bonds were first sold. Also, the South Florida news site Sebastian Daily reports the company has put its Fort Lauderdale parking garage. We talked about that. Standard & Poor's downgraded Brightline's bonds 5 notches to triple C from a double B minus in December. So yeah, Brightline is doing good, but financially, it's a whole different thing. And look, financially, the whole entire country is not doing good. This is not just Brightline. This is the entire the entire economy. Florida tourism is up slightly. The state saw a slight increase in tourism during 2025's third quarter, and of course, there's going to be a heck of a lot more people coming when they're having 7 World Cup games there in June 2026. So yeah. Let's see. How the Fortress Investment chooses to use deep pockets Brightline relied on to launch its Florida venture will likely play a role on the ability of this private rail operator to compete against publicly funded highways and air travel support systems. Yeah, that's the big thing, right? We've made this point before over and over again. The system is obviously rigged to make these sorts of things lose, even though we know that they work. And they work perfectly fine compared to their overseas counterparts. Brightline is on par, I would say. Quite on par with what Europe and what Japan and the rest of Asia has. For the United States comparatively, this is the top for us. And I would say probably Amtrak's Acela or Avalia is up on there too. So we are making progress since we started this 10 or so years ago on the American Rail Club. Before it was the High Speed Rail America Club. Yeah, things are going, but again, the problem is the system is just rigged. So we're not going to be able to fix this in the long term until the system itself falls apart or just gets fixed. I don't know. At this point, is it going to fall apart and we're going to have to build something else? Yeah, probably. That's what it's looking like. Who knows what could happen in 2030? I mean, if anybody has read about the fourth turning, and if we're in that sort of 85-year cycle of an empire falling and then coming back up again, who knows? All we can do right now is take a look at the news and say, yeah, this makes sense, and no, this doesn't make sense, and go from there. But yeah, this is what's going on so far. And most of the articles just reiterate the same thing over and over again. Honestly, all you got to do is just look at the trains.com article, and it's got everything in there. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. What's next in Potter World? Well, we could have only told people so what was going to go on. Now, again, let's bring this up one more time. CSX CEO obsession with profit margins stunting railroad growth. Remember, this was back in September. And then what happened to CSX CEO Joe Henricks? What happened to him? Well, Ancora Holdings booked him off because he said what everybody was thinking and what we all knew. Now, Joe Henricks was pretty popular when it came to the employees of CSX. And of all the Class 1 railroads, CSX is probably the friendliest, the better of the Class 1 railroads. The better to their employees. And it seemed like they wanted the best for not just for CSX, but for the country and for the industry. As he said, quote, the number one focus, if it becomes just about operating improvement and operating ratio and revenue, we're not going to be able to grow against the freight and trucking industry. We're not going to be able to improve the railroads. We're not going to be able to improve what really matters. Again, yes, making business is about business, but you also have the rest of the business end. It's not just green line go up. But of course, that's not what Ancora Holdings wanted. Ancora Holdings wanted the green line to go up, so they ousted him. Let's go ahead and bring that back up again, so you can just see what's going on over here. Again, let's bring this up real quickly, so you can see the timeline of events that's going on. Okay. Again, he said, if your only pursuit is every quarter trying to show a little bit better operating ratio, then intermodal business is not going to be your priority or other truck competitive carload business. Let's say because pricing dynamics are different. Again, he wants this to be making sure that they were taking more and getting the efficiency. The last 10 to 15 years, the main focus of the industry has been restructuring the business to get a lot more efficient, to create better margins. And that's the problem. They're not putting back money into improving the railroad, into paying their employees, into that whole sort of thing. Yeah, so again, obsession with profit margins is stunting the railroad's growth. So then what happened? Well, there you go. Private equity firm, Ancora Holdings, issues a letter to CSX board regarding the need to avert a permanent impairment of value, aggressively pursue a value maximizing merger. So they threw in a whole bunch of business gobbledygook, threw that all over, basically said he doesn't want to make us money, get rid of him. So they did get rid of him right after that. Activists Ancora applaud CSX division to replace CEO. So you're seeing how the events are going in. Okay, they want him out. He's saying, well, you're killing the railroad. They got him out. So now what's going on? CSX lays off 5% of management staff, furloughs conductors. Cost-cutting moves as railroad expects a $40 million hit to Q4 earnings. Uh-oh. Oh, so you mean you got rid of the CEO and you still lose the money? Uh-oh. Oopsie. Yeah, other cost-cutting moves include cuts to some management benefits, furloughs to 193 conductors, including 61 covered by the railroad's Baltimore and Ohio union agreement, and 132 on former C&O, Seaboard Coastline, and Louisville and Nashville lines. An additional 157 conductors were placed in unassigned status, meaning they were not awarded jobs for the week when bids opened. Travel has also been cut back, and extra boards have been trimmed. So you're seeing what's going on. This is Potter World. This is welcome. Now, and it's not Harry Potter world. We're not flying on broomsticks. You're gonna be yeah. This is what it is. And now what happened last week? Smart TD decries CSX plan to end union-run program to address substance abuse. They can't even have that program on there because it takes up money. Union calls Operation Red Block the gold standard for such program. CSX offers comparable support. So they're cutting everything as much as possible. Even look at you're addicted to fentanyl or you're addicted to opiates and you're trying to get off of that program or whatever. Well, too bad. You're gonna have to so again, based because of the medical industry here in this country and big pharma. That started the whole push to get as many people as they could on opiates. It's just a vicious cycle in this country. It's really not good what's going on. We'll have some good news here, but I mean this is just bad. Everything they could. Let me see. And then this Operation Red Block apparently had been in the company for 40 years. The rail industry's largest union is raising concerns about CSX's plan to eliminate Operation Red Block, a decades-old union-run program for substance abuse prevention and worker support. Started in 1984. And then CSX in a statement said its commitment to safety, fitness for duty, and employee well-being steadfast. Our dedication is to employee well-being will not change. We will continue to work closely with union leadership to uphold the highest standards of safety and support for all CSX employees. Sounds like a lie to me. And the funny thing is Smart TD was the union that was like when Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern went ahead and pushed over their plans for a merger. Smart TD was the biggest union. They're like, well, we don't know, and then they were apparently somebody passed them a little bit of cash in an envelope or something happened, but then they said, yeah, we support this. We support this merger happening. And now look, a couple months later, now all of a sudden, how I don't know how smart TD. Well, I know how probably their board is trusting the words of Union Pacific, and by words I mean the green the green that Union Pacific is sending them. So yeah, look, it's obvious that these every time these private equity firms get in and they start pushing around this sort of stuff, they lie. They lie. It's an obvious lie. And this whole thing that it's gonna yield economic benefits or anything like that is wrong. And again, the big reason why a lot of the computing railroads, all the class ones, are against this is because it's going to upend the industry even more. And then it's going to force all of them to go ahead and figure out, well, we're either going to have to consolidate or do something else. We're going to have to go ahead and do our own mergers. So you see how this domino effect of the constant mergers and consolidations that we've had in the railroad industry post-World War II have led to this. A giant, bloated freight railroad industry that is now dependent on Wall Street money to keep cycling forward and forward, to the point that they are now just furloughing or laying off or cutting down as much as possible, but yet they're still making hand over fist money for the shareholders, not for the nation. I mean, wages are up. Do you feel like the wages are up? Do you feel like this is the golden age, folks? This is the golden age of the economy. Golden age. We're doing fantastic. The best. Look, we just plucked out Maduro. It is great. It is fantastic. We're going to take Greenland. I don't know how we're going to get the minerals and the rare earth. It's probably going to take a lot of logistics. We may have to build a train, but this country cannot build trains anymore. We can't build anything. So I don't know how we're going to do it in Greenland. I don't know. It's only dark there 6 months out of the year. You know how expensive it's gonna be to go ahead. At least the data centers will be cool there in Greenland. It'll be cool, nice and chilly, And then it gets worse. Investigative report examines FRA in action on safety recommendations. So yeah, all the safety again. Accidents on railroads have been increasing for the past 10 years. Since precision scheduled railroading became a thing. Okay, it's getting worse. Now, is it as bad as the roadways? No. The roadways, deaths on roads have been increasing. We're at 43,000 people dead each year. I don't know where we are. We're still waiting for the DOT, I think, to come out with what's going on for this year. But yeah, it's not good. But yeah, the same thing in the FRA. The census analysis found from 2015 to 2024, the FRA fully implemented just 5 of 81 recommendations from the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, the lowest such rate for any Department of Transportation agency. Yeah, you don't think that maybe a lot of the influence in the revolving door organization like the FRA may have a lot of influence from a lot of these precision scheduled railroading type companies? Yeah. Here's something a little funny. It gets if you think, well, we're just gonna instead of trains, maybe we'll just have self-driving cars. Yeah. So about that.
A scary situation for a Waymo passenger this week after a Waymo car was caught on camera driving down the light rail tracks.
Oops! Oopsie! Waymo passenger jumps out of self-driving car after it stops on rail tracks near oncoming car. I don't know who's
near Central and Southern Avenue.
Who's gonna win that? Who's gonna win that? There, you think it's gonna be the crappy Waymo Jaguar or the or the train? Even though it's on the other track, but I mean this is just ridiculous. Yeah, look, let me see how many passengers are on here. Probably like I can guess maybe can hold the capacity of probably 50. There's maybe 20 on there, and I bet you there's only one person on this Waymo. One person on this Waymo, it takes about, what, 20% of what this train takes up of the space, and it's only carrying...
Becoming light rail.
Oh, get out, get out, get out.
Causing
There he
the
goes.
passenger to run
Run,
out of the
dude, run.
vehicle before the car continues to drive down the tracks near another train.
I actually felt a little sorry for the car. It had obviously sort of
I don't feel sorry for the car. You think the clanker on wheels has no
The
feelings.
tracks near another.
Let the clanker flee. Let it go. All right. Some a little dark news as we go from there. There's a little bit of light news to just make it. Is this funny? Yeah, it's funny. That's everybody's asking me. Wait, this is the good news? Yeah. Because this is some bad news. So this has been endemic now in the United States for the last, I don't know, 70 years now that we've had violence in our public transit systems, whether it's our trains, our buses, subways, whatever else, even on the airlines. I mean, you can go and either catch the next UFC on Saturday pay-per-view, or just this, you can go to Fort Lauderdale Airport and go see what's going on at Spirit Airlines at the terminal. So you can choose either one. You'll get the same amount of entertainment. You can get UFC Fight Night, or you can go ahead and see what's going on at Spirit Airlines. You know, this is just it's as bad, and it's just becoming more and more apparent to everyone. We've been saying this for years. It was getting really bad during COVID, and it hasn't really stopped since then. I mean, now we can say COVID. Before we couldn't even say COVID. We had to say the coup. Remember that on YouTube? And you know, this is the sort of stuff that they hide and say, oh, everything is fine, everything's perfect. Woman shot in head and killed on bus in Houston was innocent bystander, authorities say. Yeah, so a 25-year-old woman who had nothing to do with this sort of encounter, this drama that was happening on Houston. We can only guess who. But anyway, yeah. Just on there, minding your own business. Okay? This wasn't even a target attack like the one that happened in Chicago, where, again, another young woman was burnt alive. And then what happened in North Carolina on the light rail, where a poor young woman was stabbed to death, Irina Zarutska. So this is just happening more and more. And it's mainly, again, at this point, look, if your wife or your girlfriend, your mom is going on public, don't. And then you can't even put them on Uber. Because even here in Indianapolis, I don't know how many reports we've heard. I've heard, like maybe at least 2 in the last 6 months of Uber kidnappings. Yeah, that's been a thing too that's happening across the country. So yeah, it's getting worse. All right, 5-minute warning. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna give myself. We're like halfway through the articles. I'm gonna give myself 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. I'm gonna get through this. But yeah, this is not good. And again, because there's no consequences for people that do violence against other, against innocent people. You know, there's a time and a place for violence. Okay, violence is the ultimate authority where all other authorities derive from. We're talking about Starship Troopers over here, Heinlein quote. Okay, the movie is still cool, but read the original book too. That's also pretty good. But yeah, you need some sort of violence against people who do wrong. It's just, and there's no real consequences. And the problem is that the judges are letting these people go with multiple convictions. How much you want to know that probably the guy who killed her, shot and killed her, probably was a felon. And again, most states, or in all states, if you're a felon, if you're a convicted felon, you've lost your gun rights. So I guess more gun laws didn't work for this guy. So yeah. Let me see. 16-year-old male reportedly wounded in the shooting. They're not really showing release photos of the suspects on social media. Let's go ahead and see who the piece of garbage is. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to see the photo. I want to see the Twitter. Hold on a sec. Go back. Oh man. Speaking of this PC needs help. It's at least 10 years old now. Yeah, surveillance photo released in fatal shooting. Here we go. Yep, there you go. Anti-social, yeah. Anti-social on the social bus, yep. We can only imagine. Yeah, guess who? Suspect number 1 and suspect number 2. Yep. It's just yeah. Like I said, this is why people don't want to be on the bus. This is why people don't want to be on a train, because this is just what happens in America. Okay. Again, do you have more of a chance to be killed in an automobile accident? Absolutely. There's really no good place to go to get anywhere. It's survival of the fittest here in this country to commute or do anything. It's just sad. Speaking of commute, it looks like your commute will not be an electric vehicle anytime soon for most people. GM has basically lost $6 billion. They had a $19.5 billion write-down after canceling several EV programs. So yeah, the whole EV shift has basically went down the flame. Yeah, nobody's doing good. The big three, the automotive industry, the rail industry, and in all sorts of sense, everything is not doing good. This is not the golden age economy. This is not. That's why the Trump administration is trying to force the Federal Reserve to lower down the interest rates. Well, we'll just get us back in the same position again. We're not. We're in hyper stag defaultflation. Whatever way you want to get this, it's not good. And well, as California goes, so goes the country, right? So it's been a year since the California wildfires. All right, and what's been going on in California has been absolutely appalling. Okay, because again, this is the most beautiful state that we have in this nation. There's tons of natural resources, including oil, by the way. But California, the legislator, and the government of California doesn't want to unlock that. So they're stuck even getting less than Arizona gets more gas and more oil than California does. Even though they have less access and less reserves available. This is just an issue and a problem. Okay, record number of U-Hauls fleeing the state, more than any other state. And they're going to Texas, by the way. So those of you guys in Texas, best of luck at this point. Because you guys are turning into California really quickly. It's not good. And it's not like you can run to the mountains in Texas because you don't have any mountains in Texas. Sorry, you guys are going to have a major issue. What's going on in Texas is really, really bad. Yeah, it's just not good. I mean, it's even bad that even the Google brothers, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, are leaving California. Okay, they are out. 10 days before Christmas, an entity connected to Mr. Brin, 52, terminated and moved 15 California LLCs that oversee some of his business interests and investments out of the state. I'm pretty sure he went to Texas. Or no, he went to Nevada. Okay, it's either one or the other. It's either Nevada or Texas or Arizona. They're just moving east. So certainly not moving to Oregon or to Washington, because those are just as bad at this point. If there's any good news for California, is that they finally figured out what they're doing for the Sepulveda Pass. They're recommending a subway, which is fine. Look, at this point, yeah, I don't care, because this was before they were talking about having a monorail, which was going to be built by BYD to go along Sepulveda Boulevard up over here. But instead, they're just going to go through the Angeles Mountain and just like, yeah, we're just going to go under here and build the D-line extension, or I'm sorry, whatever extension they're going to build over here, the Sepulveda Transit Corridor. Which, fine, that works. I don't care if it was a monorail or maglev or a subway or gnomes carrying it and running the little feet across on the highway. It doesn't matter, because at this point it takes 300 years to build this. Okay. Oh, wait, when is this going to get built? 2042. 2042. I'm not joking. Not even in time for you can build this in time for the Olympics. You can build this in time for the Olympics. You want to get this in 2042? That's why people are leaving. That's why people are leaving, because you can't get high-speed rail done. You can't get anything else done. But you tax your citizens to absolute death, and then when all your hills burn up, and all these beautiful houses and buildings just burned to the ground. Do nothing about it. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. But at least some good news. Hey, you can get some private luxury rail travel coming to California and to Colorado. Which, okay, there you go. That's some good news, guys, right? There you are. Holloway's first departure. Here we are. Let's just talk about this. A new company called Holloway is offering a more luxurious rail experience, launching exclusive use private railcar journeys on 2 of the most scenic routes in the American West. So basically, they're hitching this up to Amtrak, and they're having Amtrak full year round. But hey, if you got the cash, you got the money, and you want to go on a private rail excursion, be my guest. But I mean, hey, wages are up, so maybe somebody's wages are up enough that they can be able to enjoy this. If you think California's bad, look, and I get it. America's not doing so well. But thank God we are not Britain. Thank God we are not the UK or Australia or New Zealand or Canada and the rest of the Anglosphere, and maybe South Africa if you want to include that. That's like bottom of the barrel. That's at this point third world status. Okay, you know what South Africa used to use before lighting up candles to light their homes? They used light bulbs. They use electricity. That's how bad South Africa is getting. But the UK is going to be in there worse. They can't even finish. You think California's bad? Okay, we talked about HS2 not being able to be developed. Okay, by 2033, which was not going to happen. But it's so funny that the Italians are going to have high-speed rail challenging the Eurostar on the same routes. Okay, Italy's state-owned rail giant wants to launch a new high-speed rail service between London and Paris via its Trenitalia France subsidiary by 2029. The Italians will be running a high-speed rail in through Britain before Britain can figure out how to get anything up the north of its miserable little island. It's just terrible. I mean, this is just absolutely just god awful. What it's the fall of Britain. Poor Britannia. Britannia is ruled by knaves. So let's talk about America over here. Last article here. We've made it to the end, guys. Restored American Freedom Train 484 makes debut at the Baltimore and Ohio Museum. So go to B&O. There you go. Held a ribbon cutting to mark the conclusion of the cosmetic restoration of American Freedom Train number 1, formerly Reading 484-2101. Ceremonies recently held at the museum. Board members and donors in the morning, followed by a public viewing in the afternoon. Ribbon cutting was a culmination of 1,300 hours of labor to return Northern to its AFT livery. Speakers at the event included former Governor Mayor Martin O'Malley and Amtrak Vice President Government Affairs and Corporate Communications Bruno Maestri, who also serves as the museum's board. Interesting. Also on hand were 4 members of the original Freedom Train crews from 1975 and 76. There you go. Just for the bicentennial. There you are. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's like I said, we may be down in the dumps, but hey. Of any of the countries right now that has a chance of making it out of here alive, America's the only best chance we got. That is it. All right, folks, let's go ahead and see what's going on the stream. Let's see what's going on over here. Brightline's future is choked by no Sunshine Corridor preventing a Tampa extension. Yeah, if they can at least keep moving that forward, that will at least keep at least the gravy train going a little bit more for the bonds and just keeping the money flowing. Because the problem with these sorts of projects, yeah, this is a 10-year thing. Okay, to start making it even. Well, subtract a couple more years because of COVID. Okay, COVID at least put everybody back 5 years. I mean, career-wise, financial-wise, everything, even companies that just started out. Unless there was something that was from PPP loans or people who were able to pivot correctly or whatever, COVID put everybody back 5 years. So let's say this is a 15-year venture. Okay, Brightline gets everything done. Tampa, in 5 years to Tampa. Okay, by 2032, let's say 2032, it should be okay. But are they going to be able to have the gumption, and are they going to have the faith within their investment company, Fortress Investments, to be able to do this. Because there's not too many investment companies out there that want to push this sort of stuff. Okay? Notice that there's only one. And it's mainly because of Wes Edens really pushing this. Okay? Because you're not going to see other private equity firms or investment firms do this sort of stuff that Brightline is doing. Okay? This is a once in a generation type deal for us. Okay? This is the best thing that we got that is at least pushing the envelope forward for the rest of the country to say, yes, passenger rail does work and needs to come back. Because it obviously is working in the real metrics. We get that the money does matter. But you also have to see the reality for it. This is a large infrastructure project. This takes time to make a real profit. Okay? And until then, yeah, it's going to need some help. It's going to need some expansion. Now, I can see Brightline going ahead, and once they open up, and I honestly do think that they should be getting help to go ahead and push that project between Vegas and LA. Or Rancho Cucamonga, whichever, it's the same thing. It's in the LA area. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see, Adam Bucer. By the way, hello everybody in the YouTube chat. David Jackson, Adam Bucer, Brian Rock Rail Fan, Heartless Fiend, A2R Gaming. Thank you all for joining. And for 7 people in the audience waiting to come on in, we will get you in on board. Let's go ahead and get that moving in. But yeah, let's see. CTR Lee here in Canada, our government just announced that they will build the Alto high-speed rail, not for another 4 years. I told you so. Nothing. Did nothing ever happen? Is the nothing happening? That's what it seems to be in Canada. That sucks, man. You guys in Canada, you got to. Oh man, oh man, Canada, man, that is this. Man, I do feel for you guys in Canada. It's bad. You guys have no World Series. You guys have no Stanley Cup. Now you guys don't have any high-speed rail at this point. What is Tim Hortons? You can't even get a meal at Tim Hortons anymore without something messing up. You can't even understand what the hell they're saying at Tim Hortons anymore. Okay, I do feel bad for you guys in Canada. I really do. Let me see another YouTube question before we open up the lines. Let's see. How does the slide guitar not derail the train? I come for the music and stay for the monologue. Yeah. No, the guitar train is still in season. Christmas season does not end until February 2nd. I told you guys, and we are keeping this on to February 2nd. I mean, it's only a couple, just a bit of a week, so just enjoy it. All right. But how's the slide guitar? I mean, look, Takanaka is an amazing guitarist. Okay, he's running that slide across the frets and not knocking over the train. It's unreal. All right, everybody, come on board. By the way, I hear there is a birthday boy in the audience. Hold on. There is a birthday boy in the audience, Darius.
Yep. Darius, it's your birthday.
Knocking over the train. It's all right. Somebody's. Oh, hold on. Everywhere. Okay.
Hey guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to. Happy birthday to you. There you go, everybody. Yeah, let's get some clapping in. Come on, there we go, everybody. There we are.
How are you, bud?
How's everybody doing?
Happy birthday, Darius.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hey, is my tree coming?
Thank you. Okay. Hey, mute the YouTube. We can hear you back there. Mute it because we can hear you from the. There you go.
Hey, speaking of Dimitri, I got a fun meme I just made.
All right, we need the memes.
Oh, dude.
Let's go ahead and put this
Oh, okay.
background. Okay.
Sorry,
Make sure the
Jennifer.
audio is correct over here. All right. There you go. Okay.
Sorry, Jennifer.
All right.
Speaking of Dimitri, I got a fun meme I just made.
All right, Darius, you gotta mute your audio. It's feedbacking.
Oh, okay.
I gotta mute your audio, bud.
Okay. All right, there you go. I got it. Okay, let's see the fun meme over here. We got Genesis on here. Now that a hillbilly switcher. Hey, it works. If you can't get a switcher on there, just get a John Deere and hook it up and move it.
Oh.
Hey, that's one way to do it. It's another form of traction. Can you say that? There you go.
Also, here a locomotive meme right here.
Alcoholism. Yeah, I'm an
And I
alcoholic.
see that.
But
Oh man. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Yeah, happy birthday to Darius.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, I can hear you. Just background music.
Okay. All right. Good. So, all righty. Anybody else in the audience that wants to join on in, feel free to. But yeah, okay.
also,
David, what's up on your end? You there, David?
Dimitri, yes, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. I got the news from a friend of mine who lives in Minnesota. He getting ready to move, but
David, you there?
There
Okay,
you-
it's coming in and out for you, man.
Guys coming in and out. I can hear it.
It's Darius with the background stuff. But do you remember about a few weeks ago when the North Star, like there in Minnesota,
Yeah.
so well, I found out some stuff that is going to piss everybody off.
All right. You have an article for this
Okay.
one? All right, we're listening.
Not an article, but I now know the two reasons why they shut the line down and not quit sending money to it. And one of them is going to put the mayor, or technically the person who runs the state, Tampon Tim, and what his nickname is, in jail.
Yeah.
You know the Leon, the Leon Center scam that been going on with the Nigerians.
The Somalians, yeah.
Oops, the Somalian, my bad. Found out that some of that money was being funneled through that was supposed to go to North Star, to the commuter rail. That was one of the reasons why, and it get worse from there. And the other reason why, and me and Genesis talked about this a few days ago on my YouTube channel, is that, and I want to bring it up real clearly. On the main road going from St. Paul to Minneapolis, they're planning to build over 58 car dealerships.
I mean, in this economy. Wait, where do you have that about the 58 car dealerships?
My friend, I don't want to give his name out because one, I don't want to put him in danger because we don't want to have we do not want to have another Bowen incident.
Okay, so another. Okay, I get you, man. But this is coming as like I know it, but I can't prove it type of thing. So I mean, it's I
know.
I get it, you. But I mean, okay. So let's go on the first part when it comes to the Somalian scamming in Minnesota. That's decreasing the ridership and the funding for the North Star commuter rail. Yeah, that's across the whole entire country. I mean, there are billions and trillions of dollars being wasted all across the country. I mean, hold on a second. Wait, let me see, because I know I had this on X real quick, because I know I was gonna come up with these X articles, but I just haven't had the time. Let me see. Here we go. United States of fraud, $377 billion of federal budget stolen every year, according to Scott Bessent. And that's, again, a tip of the iceberg sort of thing. But $377 billion. And this is just in one form or another. Okay? So you can extrapolate this out to every state and federally. But, I mean, $377 billion. Okay? Now, California high-speed rail, at its highest estimate, is now costing $125 billion, right? So this is basically 3 times. This is 3 California high-speed rails every year being stolen out of the federal budget. That's why. Because and when you really think about it, the United States still is in monetary terms, the most prosperous and the best nation when it comes to getting anything done. Now we've lost a lot of that power and a lot of that manufacturing power, but still, as it stands, the money is still here, which is why we're seeing this amount of fraud and this amount of parasitism through our own country's coffers at our own country's people, and we're getting sucked dry. You and I, us Americans are getting sucked dry out of this, and the country and our coffers are too. So this is what's going on in this country. The money that should be spent with if we could have everything as it should be in this country, with the money being spent on the projects that work. Okay, we can have all the bright lines. We can have all the California high-speed rails. We can have all the light rail lines without women getting killed on them. We can have buses too if we wanted to for feeder and loop buses and all that sort of stuff and last mile sort of stuff. We can have all that. We can have a working country. We can have families where they don't have to have two people in the family working in order to go ahead. And this is the problem, is that now we have dual incomes. A dual income doesn't even work anymore. Okay,
it doesn't. Literally.
And this is the thing. All this money, we have all this money. We have all this potential, and it is being stolen. It is being stolen by people that don't care about this country. It's parasitism. Okay, whether Somalis or any other type of nationality that's in here, because they obviously don't want to care to be American. I mean, if we've seen all the videos, they're still dressed up like they are over there. They're still talking. This is not like the Irish or the Germans or even like probably like the last one, like maybe even the Cubans. It's still Miami's kind of a little off on there. But I mean, like if we talk about like every other nationality that's come in here and has at least assimilated to the American lifestyle, the ones that we've seen pass the 1965 Hart-Celler Act have basically not assimilated. The one before that basically hasn't assimilated at all has been the Chinese. I mean, this is why you have Chinatowns all over the place, and you still have generations of people that don't speak English in there. But this is kind of an issue, is that you have a fifth column within this country. Again, it's not just not just greatest ally and all. I get it, but this is from all sides, from all corners, from inside the nation. Yeah, it's great that we can go ahead and take Maduro and whatever, but we have enemies within over here in this country, and this is the type of stuff that we could be able to fix. Now, Minnesotans don't even have a rail line anymore. They don't. So, and why? Because that's not the government doesn't care for that. Okay, look at, hold on, let me see. Here you go. There you go. Young family over here. They got a young daughter over here. I'm pretty sure they're from Minnesota. I mean, you can check their faces. They ain't looking no Somali. They ain't no Somali here. Okay, this is a Minnesota A as you can get. Okay, going down to St. Paul to go to Mall of America. That's as Minnesota as you can get. They don't get their train for America. Nah. You want your Leering centers?
Well, Dimitri, we do got some good news, and it's here in my state. I sent it in the live chat. It a link to a short line here in South Carolina that I know about called Palmetto Rail. It a link article.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to there, David. Let's give some other speakers here a chance, and then we'll go back to you, David. All right. Minor Tree, what's up, man?
Yeah, you caught me while I was just sitting listening to the rants, and I accidentally fell asleep.
You fell asleep through that?
Well, it's been a long day.
All right, here we go. I'll wake you up here.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm getting some bad echo. I think from Darius.
All right.
Yeah, probably there's someone in the background.
You need some caffeine.
Yeah, I'm good now, but don't worry. The board just had a good word with them, and you don't have to worry now. It's not worrying about the next quarter. We get to go for the whole fiscal year, so don't worry. It's not as bad as you think.
Okay,
we still have to get all the money.
We got to move the goalposts over here. That's all it takes. Move the goalposts.
They give a full fiscal year instead of the fiscal quarter, so they give you at least a few more months to get all the money.
It's man. Oh, here's something funny, by the way. Here we are from speaking of oil and gas that we talked about earlier. Let me see if this loads over here. Here we are. Is the fall of Rome comparable to the current situation in the United States? No, Rome had good roads. There you go. So that's
Yeah, but we have air conditioning, so
at least we do.
It's a good trade.
I mean, we can always get some slaves or to go ahead and just keep moving those fans around. I mean, at least they have that there. There you go. Let's put that meme on. Alrighty. Yeah, it's man, our financial system right now in this country. It's really it's again, yeah. Welcome to Potter World, everybody. Okay. Star Force, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm getting some bad echo from, I believe, Darius.
Yeah,
so...
Darius.
Yeah, I have a thing to do.
Okay.
It's hard for me to speak earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darius, if you can fix your echoing, I'll be able to unmute you and you can get back on here. Let me see. Have you fixed it yet?
Yeah.
The answer is no. Okay, Darius, fix your audio and we can get you unmuted here and you can come back on. I don't want you to be, especially on your birthday, man. I don't want you to be left out. Okay, Star Force 97. Anything else you want to drop on in? We'll get that fixed up with Darius.
So one of the things that I've been looking at as of late is one of the best, well, I would say one of the best examples of like managing rail is the Swiss. Like the Swiss, I would say, are one of the most innovative. They've been proven to be one of the most innovative train with their trains. It's like despite the mountains and like terrain, and they had a lot of. I mean, their situation was a lot different, but at least they even have like the longest railway tunnel in the world.
Yep.
And like one of the things that I feel like some of these railroads have the potential of doing, especially out west. Like they have the potential to tunnel, but they don't want to spend. They don't like want to spend the money on like doing some of that. It is expensive, but it does reap long-term benefits, and that's something that we can learn from some of these European companies. Even Japan, even their Shinkansen has done a lot with digging through tunnels.
I mean, the crazy thing about and that's the crazy thing about the Swiss. There's only one other country that travels more by train than the Swiss, and it's Japan. Okay, I mean, look at like the picture behind over here, if you guys can see, because I got this. This just from Wikipedia. You just look up Swiss railways, and there you go. It's right there. So yeah, I get about Wikipedia, but I mean, look at this. Hold on. Wait a second. It's trying to give me a nitro plan over here for some reason now. Okay, exit, escape. Okay, there we go. But yeah, check this out over here. I'll just put it on the Discord for everybody. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, yeah, look at this. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 railways just in this picture alone. Okay, now, well, this is a roadway, but still, I mean, look at the amount of tunneling. Okay, so look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just look at that. It's crazy how much infrastructure that the Swiss have built in their one. Now, it's nice when you're not going to war all the time, and that's at least the nice thing about the Swiss. But yeah, 74.
Yeah, just don't ask what they were doing with their bridges in tunnels.
Yeah, where's how did you get all that gold after 1945? Where did that all come from, Switzerland? Anyway.
Don't ask why nobody lives in that house over there.
Yeah.
Or that one over there. Or that one over there.
Hey, see, all these people came in around the same time after 1945. Hey, it's a nice amount of growth in your population here. A lot of German speakers.
It's the awkward moment. It's like, that's a nice house. quick question. Why is there a machine gun bunker in the first floor?
Yeah.
And why is there an anti-tank gun in the garage outside?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
let's not
it's-
talk about that.
I mean, and what's crazy is that Switzerland is what, about the size of Maryland, not even. I mean, it's just crazy. Look at that, 74 railway companies in Switzerland. The share of commuters who travel to work using public transportation is 30%. The share of rails in good transportation by road and rail split is 39%. Yeah, there you go. There's your free market working as it should be. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's certainly not Texas there, but hey, it's look at that. That is just gorgeous. Yeah, definitely a country that it should be on anybody's bucket list to go into. But yeah, I mean the amount of bridges, and a lot of these bridges and tunnels are over 100 years old. A lot of them.
Yeah,
They're still functioning. They're well maintained, and they're still building more. I mean, the only country probably building more tunnels than the Swiss right now is the Chinese. So, yeah, and there you go, right through the mountains. So there's no excuse anywhere in the United States. California has no excuse. California has some nice mountains, some big mountains. Gotcha. But they ain't the Alps. Okay, they don't have the Alps, so California doesn't have to worry about that much. But look at all the expertise and the experience here, and just
but
it's insane.
But why do we need to listen to people who are digging 30+ mile tunnels under mountains on how to cross flat open farmlands in California?
Yeah, but
it's all about where the money goes.
Yeah.
It's all about where the money goes.
And speaking of where the money is going, how about more boring tunnels? Maybe we guys want that. We want more Tesla tunnels, by the way. Is that what we want?
Well, technically, they're slightly cheaper than regular tunnels, but the only problem is you're talking 5 to 10% cheaper, which is within the margin of error for most companies.
Yeah. Here we go. So one of these Elon Musk shill accounts on X, because of course, I mean, X is basically the Elon Musk shill platform, but hey, it's what it is. Boring Company is going to end soul-sucking traffic using Grok-generated AI slop. There's good AI, and this is slop territory, absolute slop territory.
Again, I do not see a reason why would this make sense, but it is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah. And then Mark R. Brown's response, how about trains? Can we just have trains, please? Hayden, the transit guy on X, the 6th train alone moves 550,000 passengers daily last year. I think there's some utility to this technology, but it's not just cars and tunnels. Yeah, this is basically what the loop, it turned into making Hyperloops to just, well, it's now Tesla Model 3 tunnels. That's basically all they've turned into. It's silly, it's low capacity. Hey, it's a proof of concept.
It's a proof that it could work, but
Well,
it doesn't move a high volume of people.
Yeah.
Well, it moves about the same amount as a single lane of a highway, which is 1,800 vehicles per hour per lane. So, as long as they can stick more than just 2 people in it, they're going to be moving a decent amount. It's just you're going to be moving that many in a subway, sending what, 4 trains an hour?
Yeah, and that's the problem. And people keep pushing this as the way forward. It's like, look, yeah, it works at a Vegas convention center to get from one half of the convention center to the other. I got it. Those convention centers in Vegas are massive. Yeah, perfect low cost.
Any percent.
Yeah, perfect low cost way to go ahead and get people in and out. Sure, fine. But I mean, there's monorails, there's track pods or whatever.
There's walkways.
The's a whole lot of other.
Yeah,
it takes.
I mean,
it takes a long time to get from one side to the other side.
Even Congress has their own people mover system that works.
Here, let's go.
It's more of a mini subway, but I'll give that one to you.
Oh, Dimitri,
let's look that up for people over here, because Congress can get their own. By the way, it's like Congress gets their own subway system. By the way, they can't build it for you, but they'll get their own. The subway system of the U.S. Capitol complex in D.C. 3 underground electric people mover systems that connect the buildings to the Capitol. No, this is not the Disney one. But yeah, it goes around. It's kind of crazy. You know, with the underground of our own Capitol, what's under there. Now, I don't know if there's tunnels. There probably are tunnels under certain pizza parlors, but I mean, we do have, for sure, we do know that there are people movers. So there we go. But yeah, this is why, again, a lot of these conspiracies about deep underground military bases or, you know, I mean, even Disney World has their own underground tunnels too, by the way. Yeah. So yeah, this is the type of stuff. I mean, look, if Congress can build it for themselves. They can have their own. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure nobody's getting stabbed on them. I'm pretty sure they have the best security. So, I mean, it works. They've had this for more than 100 years.
It works.
Hey,
They're old trains. It still works.
Hey,
Technology's there.
can we get to the good news with the rail article I was talking about?
All right, well, we will. Okay, last one. Adam Everywhere. You want to share anything? Anything to share? Oh yeah, you do have. Okay, Amtrak Spartan
Oh,
Route.
yeah, I posted up here.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring that up, and then David, we will go to your news. Darius, give me a thumbs up in the chat when you have fixed your audio, and we will bring you back. Okay, here we are. January 11th, Amtrak Spartan Route. Atlanta to Charlotte trains could expand. That's definitely been one place that needs the high-speed rail. And even Brightline has mentioned it even 10 years ago. So yeah, in 2024, Amtrak carried a record 32.8 million passengers. The pressure is noticeable in the fast-growing southern metros. The Metro Atlanta area reached 6.19 million residents in 2024. Good luck to anybody moving to Atlanta, but all right. Okay, 14th and Charlotte has been growing as well, recently becoming the nation's 14th largest city. Again, everybody's moving down to the Sun Belt, so that's part of it.
It's pretty popular and it's pretty busy down there.
Oh yeah.
They use more service.
Yeah, I do gotta say, personally, I think Atlanta traffic is the worst. Okay, I've been through Chicago, I've been through DC, I've been through LA, I've been plenty of times to Miami. Atlanta, for some reason, is like deadlock traffic, and it's bad, and there's no way in or out about it. You are stuck in there.
It's all because all those highways are merging into one single highway in downtown.
Yeah, and it goes like right into the middle of downtown. That's like the worst place to go in. All right. Let me see. So here we are. Around Charlotte, one major choke point is the I-85-485 interchange, which handled nearly 200,000 vehicles per day in 2024. That is nuts. With airfares rising, some travelers have been left wondering why a stronger passenger rail option between the two metros is not already in place. Oh, and my Brave just died. Okay, let's bring that back.
We can tell why, because one, airline got a monopoly. Two, automotive got a monopoly. Who would hurt the most? Like, what type of business would hurt the most if a rail option would improve and gave it to people? Big automotive and air. They don't like rail. Let's be honest about that.
Yeah, quite simply, yeah, we have the money. We can build all this sort of stuff, and we can have this happen in the United States, no problem. But that is not the priority, and that's not where the money wants to go. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but that's the problem. That's what's really going on. But hey, we can get $377 billion just disappears. Or the Pentagon can just disappear $1 trillion, and they can't even have they even gone through an audit? I'm pretty sure they just failed like 20 audits in a row by this point. And it's not that hard, okay? I've done audits of close to $1 billion worth of inventory. It's not that hard to do once you get a system going and you have all the stuff in place, and you're not stealing money like the Pentagon is probably doing. I don't know. Maybe it'll be easy to do an inventory audit or any sort of audit of that sense. So I don't know. It's this is just nuts.
And don't pick on the Pentagon. They've just failed every single audit they have had to take, and they said they'll pass an audit hopefully in the next 7 years, but they said that like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So they should be getting close now.
Whenever that happens. Hey, congratulations to the United States military for capturing Maduro. Great show. great stuff. I'm glad you can able to do that, but I mean,
That's great. All right.
By the way, we have an update on that. We have an update on that. They used a new super weapon that uses the noise and sound.
Yeah, we've known about sonic weapons. It's just
They
we don't know if it's a new type of sonic weapon or not.
yeah, that's also been in use for quite a bit. I mean, the CIA has had things like heart attack guns. I mean, there's also Havana syndrome, probably the Russians or the Cubans using something on anybody there within the embassy or in. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, this sort of stuff. There's a lot of strange weaponry out there that not too many people are using. The world is more like Metal Gear Solid than you think. Okay, let's just be real clear. You know, a lot of things that you think is not true or whatever. There's a lot of crazy stuff that is really true. Alrighty. Now that we've gone through, let me see. So let's finish the article because it cut us out there. Like I said, I would get more RAM for this PC, but with the price of RAM, that's not happening anytime soon. So yeah.
We gotta wait until the AI bubble pops.
Well, with the AI thing, it's you either get it now or you wait till the bubble pops, which can be anywhere from 6 months to 2 years from now.
Okay, it's better to get it before the worst case scenario.
Yeah. Okay. So why improved Amtrak service between Atlanta and Charlotte is overdue? What the proposed? Let's. We know it's overdue. We don't have to talk about this. Okay. So what could it look like? The Amtrak Spartan route outlined in the travel. Yeah. Travel overview of the proposal began as a Reddit concept and picked up interest among train enthusiasts. This is what I'm telling you guys. Get your proposals out there. Put it on the Discord. Put it out there. We're gonna start doing like a proposal, like a 15-minute thing, like just like talking about proposals for live streams. I think that's something that we need to talk about to get.
I think that's what we can do. Yep.
Yeah, we've done that before with some of the larger proposals like Texas Central and the Northeast Maglev and some other things. The Erie and All Aboard Pennsylvania. So yeah, I'm sorry, All Aboard Erie. So yeah, we can definitely push this sort of stuff. As the concept has been described, it builds on the existing Crescent, the roughly 30-hour route between New York and New Orleans. According to the Redditor Colonial Colbat, the upgraded Atlanta-Charlotte service would use aero train sets and can reach up to 125 miles an hour on dedicated track. That's where the issue comes up, is the dedicated track. Build that. Yeah. I mean, look, it should happen.
That's where the airlines are going to come in and try to pull the aircraft. They tried doing it to Brightline, let's not forget.
So yeah, this should be something that should be happening. Look, Atlanta to Charlotte is definitely one of these routes, like Miami to Orlando, like Dallas to Houston, like New York to DC, DC to Boston, or St. Louis to Chicago. A whole bunch of these small routes between 200 and 500 miles. Anything that's too long to drive, too short to fly. Perfect sweet spot for high-speed rail. In fact,
and funny issues. Like not everything is double tracked.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue with that. And running it on the freight railroad traffic is already causing issues enough. I mean, again, we've talked about this before when it comes to just putting states. Everybody says, well, the United States is not France. No, but Texas is about the size of France and about the population. Or close to the population. I mean, we talked about Spain. You can put Spain, similar population to the Midwest. You can superimpose Spain onto the Midwest, and there you go. Similar population in a similar area, and you can put high-speed rail across the Midwest too, and it will have a similar effect like they've done in Spain. So, I mean...
It is possible, but it's going to take hours to get from one side of the state to the other side of the state.
Yeah. Let me see Texas
that,
population.
or you can do what I said a few streams ago and take Japan and then just put it over the East Coast and look at that, you'd have a high speed train system all the way from Portland, Maine, all the way down to about Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, I made sure to catch myself there because I know France has a larger population, about close to double. France has a population about 68 million. Texas has a population of around 30 million. Still no excuse to not build high-speed rail, especially between, Dallas to Houston.
At least the Texas Triangle.
Yeah. Dallas.
It doesn't have to be
Houston,
Wisconsin.
Austin.
We had this analogy.
No, that's simple. Very simple to build.
That and then you can each have the spurs off. You have Houston over to Louisiana in the Baton Rouge area. Maybe go down to New Orleans if you feel fun, and go DFW. Then you can go up to Oklahoma City area and maybe up towards Kansas, and then San Antonio area. You go down to Laredo, and then you're on your way to Monterey in New Leon, which is technically one of the major plans for international high-speed rail. But hey, that's just getting the Texas Triangle and each having their own spur leg.
Yep.
But
that's asking way too much.
Yeah. So here you go, Minor Tree. So population of Japan about 120. Population of the East Coast about the same, 120 million people. So there you go. Yep, there you go. That fits more or less. Now, I wish I could be able to rotate this or skew this a little bit more so it kind of fits in there better, but that's as best as we're going to do. Look, let's say New York and look,
Atlanta's pretty the farthest stretch to the south you can get.
Yeah, there you go.
In the map.
Yeah, so
That's going to take basically a whole day.
Yeah, very easy. And there you go. Spain on the Midwest. There you go. Columbus, Cleveland, Detroit, Milwaukee, Chicago. We got Wisconsin in there. We got we can move this up if you want to go and say Minneapolis, Detroit, Indianapolis, whatever. But yeah, let's avoid Minnesota for now. We don't talk about Minnesota. Let's keep at this point. I'd rather be in Chicago.
Minneapolis is a silly place.
Yeah, that is a silly place. There you go. We can get Milwaukee. We can get Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Louisville. We can get to St. Louis. I can get. Yeah, here we go. I can get it.
St. Louis does direct line to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
It's going to take 8 hours, but it doesn't matter. It's going to take basically 5 or 6 hours to get pretty much anywhere outside Chicago.
Yeah. But I mean, look, again, yes, this works. Similar population, similar land mass, similar density in some of these places like Chicago. This works. It's just being hampered by the powers that be. Simple as that. They don't want this because it threatens the power structure of having publicly funded roadways, publicly funded airlines, and having the public coffers just continuously stolen. And enjoy your leering centers, I guess. No rail, but enjoy our leering centers, because it makes it makes the wrong people money.
And imagine it's like you have the high-speed train system, and then look at that, they have the budget high-speed train system, so economy only. But hey, look, you now have your $25 from Chicago down to St. Louis, and you're there faster than you can take an airline.
Dimitri,
and oh no, it's powered by nuclear power, so it's clean electricity. Oh no. You're gonna doom the world.
Dimitri.
Did somebody say the N-word?
The N-word. You know what the N-word is? It's no. It's the nuclear word.
There you go.
No.
Nuclear power, guys.
You want me to reset the
story over again?
Reset the timer, everybody. Reset it.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
There you are.
Okay. We do got my article, which is good news for South Carolina, because we got a new rail line that is about to be completed in about a month and a half from now in spring.
Okay. Does it have to be a LinkedIn article? Does it?
Yes, because the only article about it.
Oh, does it have to be
Yeah,
LinkedIn?
at least mine from the actual site.
Goodness gracious. Okay. I guess we'll put on the LinkedIn article, guys. There you go. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Just doxing myself on LinkedIn. I can't stand this platform, by the way. Every time you scroll on there, you just hate humanity just a little bit more. You just giant meteor, please come down. All right, Palmetto Railways. We are bridging into 2026. Phase 2 of Camp Hall Rail is completed with a beautiful finish across the diversion canal. Bridge fun facts. Height 40 feet, clear over historical canal, high water level, bridge type beam bridge with drilled shafts. Overall length of 806 feet, and center steel span of 138 feet. There you go. Something is built.
And no, I won't do the metric conversion for that.
No,
You
we're
can
not.
do
This
that
is,
yourself.
sorry, guys. It's
Sorry, Americans only.
This is an American Rail Club, guys. Sorry, it's only the Imperial units, the King's units, and it's not even the King's units. It's our units. Okay, the King doesn't even know where the hell he is anymore.
Use the nautical system.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah, if the king wants to complain, he needs to fly out of Little St. James Island and he can complain. But anyway.
Yeah, but did the first new rail project completed in almost 25 years?
That was going to be my next question, David. How long did this little bridge take?
Well, the reason why is because Did go to a new industrial park that is right by the Volvo plant, so ton of new rail business. Like, meaning autoroute and a ton of different type of stuff too, you know? And the thing with that is that they've been doing the project for over 6 years. It took them 6 years to complete this, you know?
It took them 6 years to build this little bridge.
Nope, not the bridge, the whole line.
Oh, the whole line. Okay.
The bridge shouldn't take more than a couple of months at most.
Yeah, the bridge took them a couple months. It took them because the area that they're building have part marsh. It's part marshland. So they had. Yep. So they had to. They had to figure out what area to build it in, and where the track wouldn't sink. You know.
Yeah, that I get. Still, I mean, there's so many instances where like these bridges could be built like super quickly. I'm not asking for China style, a mile a day, precast span method sort of stuff, but I mean, at least we build something, I guess. But I mean, look, it's good news.
But it's basically the land. You talk about the land. So when you talk about the marsh or Meadowlands, you basically talk about like a small bridge deck that goes into the seabed. It doesn't have to be high because it basically follows basically the Meadowlands basically for miles.
Yep. Also, Alan, everywhere you want to talk about your article?
Yes, it was posted 3 hours ago. Well, mostly this morning. Talk about the new air train proposal to go and replacing at the Newark Airport.
Okay. By the way, okay, this means the minor two put on. Hold on. Mommy, how did it get
New Jersey?
Mommy, how did it get this bad? It all started with this damn gorilla. Oh man, rest in peace, Harambe. Rest in peace. By the way, rest in peace.
No, you don't have to do the thing that was demanded.
No. Keep your pants on, guys. Nothing is coming out for Harambe. That was done and over with. We get it. But by the way, rest in peace to Scott Adams. Suddenly passed away today. R.I.P. Real legend. Dilbert definitely captures working in a corporate landscape, and the guy was just funny and good to hear all around. It's just very sad to hear about his very quick passing.
He's been suffering from prostate cancer.
Yeah, that was it's pretty terrible. By the way, if you guys, I do recommend that Scott Adams' book "How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big." A lot of good.
It's a really good book.
Yeah, that is good, and this is something that you can read like over and over again, and just jump into a chapter and just read it. And the short chapters, it's funny. He doesn't try to overwhelm you with a whole bunch of. It's not a self-help book. It helps. Self-help book. It's more like he even says it here in the beginning. It's like, yeah, here is the book tease. And I'll just just say it for you. It's like, yeah, this is basically the book. 1, goals are for losers. 2, your mind isn't magic. It's a moist computer you can program. 3, the most important metric to track is your personal energy. 4, every skill you acquire doubles your odds of success. 5, happiness is health plus freedom. 6, luck can be managed, sort of. 7, conquer shyness by being a huge phony in a good way. 8, fitness is the lever that moves the world. And 9, simplicity transforms ordinary into amazing. Just, again, simple book. And some of this seems like, well, that's obvious. But, at this point in time, obviousness is not obvious. Alrighty.
Dimitri.
Speaking of things that aren't obvious in Jersey. Oh, what's up?
You're going to love the meme I just sent.
Alrighty, let's see what the meme you can say. Oh, no.
What? Thank you. Thank you for the nuggets.
Oh, man. 6 nuggets one day. No. Alrighty. I am moving on to this article over here. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Hold on. We have Jersey. We need to put on the New Jersey anthem. Alrighty. Port Authority starts guideway construction project to advance $3.5 billion AirTrain Newark replacement. Alrighty. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey announced January 13th. What a day to start it. Darius, on your birthday, I hope you have your microphone fixed or your audio fixed. Let me see if he does.
I can still hear it, Darius.
Let's see.
3.5 billion AirTrain.
He still doesn't have it. Okay, Darius, for your birthday, we need to get you a new microphone or some audio system or something like that, or a mute button so you can be able to speak. Okay, the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey announced January 13th the start of the next major phase of construction on the new $3.5 billion AirTrain Newark system. Why the AirTrain is $3.5 billion, I don't know, but I mean, this is, okay. I mean, it's been needing work. I've been on there enough times to know that this thing looks like it belongs in a museum. It belongs back in the 1970s, okay? It's pretty bad.
It's an old system.
Yeah.
Well, they're going for the heritage theme.
Yeah, there you go. It's they're coming in. It's come on.
It's slightly used.
It's New Jersey chic, guys. Come on, you got to enjoy this, okay?
Dimitri,
you gotta enjoy this. You go pick up a gabagool at Terminal 3 at Satrielli's. You get on the AirTrain. You see what I'm saying, folks? Just gotta enjoy it. Just gotta enjoy it. Alrighty. The new automated system will replace the existing AirTrain, which opened in 1996. Now, it says opened in 1996, but this thing just aged so badly. Okay, it looks like something out of the 1970s. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's very old and it's very slow.
Yeah, it's bad. Expected to begin the first passenger service in 2030. Okay, so we'll keep on keep on waiting.
First, they got to redesign the track. Plus, we designed the whole technology of the system.
Yeah.
Oh, Dimitri. Look at the curse meme is sent in a train one.
David, if you send any more cursed memes.
He keeps sending them.
It was told. It was. I get it. All right, it was told to me in a dream. What is this? By the way, I am making sure any Thomas the Tank Engine videos that I'm showing my son, I am only showing him the OG ones, which means any 3D CGI Thomas is verboten in this house. We are not no 3D CGI Thomas. We are only having the OG Thomas, only in this house. That's all.
Dimitri, I do want to bring it up. Once he become a teenager, if he's still into Thomas, then show him Victor Tansic video.
Oh boy, we'll know that he's definitely autistic by then. It runs in the family, I guess. All right.
Victor Tansic, if you need someone who make their stuff more mature and more realistic, but using the character, Victor Tansic is the way to go.
Okay, well.
Yes, we can hear you.
Right,
that for sure. But yeah.
Okay, let me get Darius. Darius has got a DJI mic on, so I guess that's his happy birthday gift, but he needs to turn off the audio feedback so we can hear you. Darius!
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we also hear... Okay, you have to turn off the background
Can anyone
noise.
hear me now?
We can. We can.
Yes, we can hear you.
You're good. Loud and clear. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Okay, you got mute the PC. We're hearing the audio on the PC.
I turn off the output volume. You mean the
I'm still hearing. We're still hearing us.
And we're still hearing it.
What do you mean the back? What do you mean the back?
You gotta mute the PC. Mute the speakers.
Yeah, mute the speakers. That's what you gotta do.
Yes, the volume of PC speakers.
Hey, Dimitri, you know how you hate Jeeps?
Yes.
Well, I got a good meme for you for here.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we see a GP38 stalking its unsuspecting prey.
Where was this and when was it?
Yeah, and then a Jeep too, you know?
What is it with Jeeps?
Hold on.
They think they own the road and the off-road and everything in between.
Hold on, we need a...
They're pavement princesses. Oh, by the way, I'm about to make everybody feel old.
All right. Okay. Please.
I'm about to make everybody feel old with this meme.
Oh no! No!
Pavement princesses.
We have to own the Unk title after this. It's
Stop making me feel old.
Man, the DS is 22
I
years
remember
old.
playing the PlayStation 1.
Hey, well, PlayStation 3 at 20 years old. Ain't that funny?
I remember opening a PS1 for Christmas, a PS2 for Christmas, and a PS3 for Christmas. This is like at the same time talking to somebody who opened up a PlayStation 1 for Christmas, saying, "Hey, I opened up an Atari for Christmas." This is about the same time frame now.
I remember opening.
Yeah, but did you play Twitch and Metal on the original PlayStation?
Oh man, yeah, I had Gran Turismo 1, and what was the other game I had on there that I had for when I first? No, it was Gran Turismo 1. I know I had like another game on there. Oh, it was Tomorrow Never Dies. 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah, that was it.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But nothing can beat GoldenEye on N64.
Yeah, no. GoldenEye is definitely top tier.
If you choose Odd Job on multiplayer, you're banned.
Yeah, no odd jobbing, please. No odd job. Yeah. Probably
you'll be banned and will beat up.
Yeah.
You do not choose Odd Job.
Nightfire was really good and probably one of the best like underappreciated 007 games was From Russia with Love on the PS2. That was actually the last time that Sean Connery technically played 007. So there you go. Okay, let's see what else we got over here. Before we
posted 2 more things.
Going down memory road here. Oh man, guys. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Yeah, we.
I still have background music.
Okay. Let me see.
Also, I snuck a meme in mocking the liberals.
What else we got?
Well, I mock everyone equally, but right now it's easier to mock
but
people with low IQ.
They definitely deserve it right now. Look, she clearly hit him. Stop believing your lying eyes.
Yeah, I don't get.
The Minnesota. She wasn't even from Minnesota. She crossed state lines. Like someone else they also criticized on.
Okay, David, did you send this to?
Yeah. Oh man.
Also, I got a McDonald's ice cream meme right here.
All right, I think this is the only ice that people on all sides can agree with needs fixing. Fix the ice cream machines or draw 25. McDonald's Draws 25. Oh, man.
They're probably
And
going to
change
draw
the color.
25 and then get the card again and draw another 25.
Yeah, speaking of, if you want to feel old, probably the last time I had ice cream from McDonald's is when the Xbox, original Xbox came. That's how long ago I had ice cream from McDonald's. Oh man. Okay.
But
let's see here, guys. Let's cut this down at 9:50. We've been at it for a good
7
bit.
minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I get the timer on so I make sure that we're not going up on here. All right, there we go. Okay, I put 5 minutes just to make sure because I know we'll keep talking. All right. Renewed push for Amtrak. Okay, in Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. I'm saying that's what this promising.
Tallahassee. Okay. Renewed push for Amtrak service in Tallahassee following success of Mobile to New Orleans route. Yeah, that would make sense.
It's possible. It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm saying it has been
that's what, another 50, 60 miles?
Oh man,
not
Mobile,
that hard.
So it's not.
But I think the actual route the Sunset Limited used to run.
Yep.
Is that on CSX trackage or which trackage are they trying to...
I think it's CSX. Is that the line that goes from Mobile to Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think that is CSX. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's confirmed. All right. The possibility of Amtrak service returning to the capital city has been ongoing discussion for years, but Leon County Commissioner Rick Miner is optimistic after the most recent meeting of the Southern Rail Commission. One of the biggest elements of the meeting was the success of the newest train route from Mobile to Alabama to New Orleans. With this new route, you now have route running twice a day from New Orleans to Mobile. What we're trying to do is state a strong case for extending the passenger rail going from Mobile to Pensacola. That will definitely do well. Tallahassee to Jacksonville, as well as going down to South Florida, as well as the rest of the country. Well, there you go. Look, that would be great. Tallahassee to Jacksonville, then you connect to Brightline once Brightline can get up there to Jacksonville. There you go. There you go. In about 3 months, 46,000 people have ridden the new restored route. Something Miner says helps Leon County advocate as to why the service should extend here and beyond. We think that's great ridership numbers that they have at the Mardi Gras route helps us to make the case for restoring passenger rail here in North Florida. Passenger rail in Tallahassee stopped after Hurricane Katrina hit. If you really want to feel old, that was 20 years ago, too. 20 and a half years ago.
That's what happened. That's how long it was.
Oh, man.
It hit in 2004, so 22
Also,
21 and a half years ago.
Yeah.
Also, about 3 days ago, we had a train derailment 30 minutes from where I live. Because I live 30 minutes from Somerville, South Carolina. They had a train derailment on Norfolk Southern again.
Oh,
that's on the Norfolk Southern route.
Yeah, it's another day, another Norfolk Southern accident. Alrighty. Hold on. Let's look at this real quick. In 2025, leaders filed House Bill 53 for Florida to join the Southern Rail Commission with the goal of restoring rail service to the area. The bill died in committees before getting a final vote. Okay, Miner says they've refiled HB 53 for the upcoming 2026 session as well. If it passes, Miner said this will be a big hurdle move to help steer the process forward. Okay. So, all you guys still in Florida, this is what you got to do: is call your state congressman, woman, senator, whatever you got to do. Get that bill passed. Not that hard. Get it passed committee and then get it passed. There you go.
Get it passed.
There's a traditional way of going out, finding some bamboo, cutting it down, and then start giving out some wax. It's like, get working.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait. We got oh dang, where where did hold on. The lost ending of It's a Wonderful Life here. Hold on, where is it? I had it. There you go.
Yeah, but you're not gonna walk around with a baseball bat and a glove with some balls, which is why you're gonna be coming from the golf course with the whole set, and for some weird reason, the 9-iron is a little beat up.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Here you go, guys. The solution to Potter World. Here you go. Before YouTube. There you are. There you go. The solution to Potter World, everybody. There you go. Hold on, wait, I love this part where they're singing.
Hey, I can see kind of background.
There you go.
At that point, it's like you could start selling tickets.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. All right,
this is classic.
There you go, everybody. Yeah, what a class. Hey, thank you SNL for finding the.
Hey guys, we got another rail article news. We got some more good rail news.
All right, who's asking to be let in?
In Columbus.
Brightline wants in.
Brightline.
Oh man. Okay, I've seen that one. All right, let's let
one more.
Brightline fan in. We got 2 minute warning, guys. 2 minute warning. All right, Brightline fan. Hi.
Okay.
What's up, Genesis?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
You're in.
Okay, so I just bought access to this simulator game. It's called RSU, Rail Sim Universe.
We're hearing something. We're not seeing something. Hold on. Okay, now we're seeing something. Okay. Hold on. Let's see if I can put this. Can I put this? I can't put it. I can't make it widescreen. But anyway. All right. I'll try to make it as big as possible here for anybody watching. This is cozy.
Oh, Genesis.
This
is.
Wait, where was that from?
Okay.
Is this from Roblox?
Hold on. Is that a Eurostar over there? Okay. No. Never mind. I can't see it. Okay. This is the Roblox or?
Yeah, this is Roblox.
Oh, okay.
They got the Miami commuter corridor here.
Okay.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Genesis, I roasted you on a meme earlier. I made a meme roasting you.
It wasn't a roast.
I haven't seen the meme.
Okay, hold on.
Right.
You got to scroll up there. But anyway, yeah, this already seems cozy so far. Yeah, maybe I'll get some time to get in some game streaming at some point. But yeah, alrighty, guys.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But now it's almost 9:50.
Yeah, alrighty, guys. It is 9:50, so we have arrived at the station here. So hold on.
So got it.
Man, that is loud in my ear. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, we're here. We're at the station, 9:50. We're gonna go ahead and call this a night. We've arrived at the station, folks. So, yeah, thank you all for coming on board on this wild ride over here, because this one was definitely but that's the news for this week. It's again, we're doing what we always do over here. We keep on going along, keeping on. So that's all we can do. So thank you all for coming on board. We will see you all next time. Take care and good night. We will see you all next time.
Bye. See you next time and have a good night.